All right. Welcome back to Chair Yoga with Anna. I'm so grateful to be here to practice with you all and guide your practice. Today we're going to be doing just a 30-minute practice to help strengthen the core. So just bringing our focus into our midsection, which helps us stay upright and helps our posture. So let's begin to settle into our breath by sitting in a nice, comfortable chair. If you want to place a blanket underneath your bottom to raise your hips over your knees and make it a little more comfortable, you can do that. And just making sure that your feet are nice and grounded. If you don't have a yoga block to place your feet on, if your legs are too short and dangling, you can use a stack of books. So no props are required for this practice, just yourselves. So hope you enjoy. Let's begin by settling in, gently closing our eyes or softening our gaze, and just begin to breathe normally through the nose and out the nose, and just going to the natural rhythm of your breath. And just beginning to calm the mind and bring in some calmness into the nervous system, forgetting about everything that's happened up until this moment and being ever present in your practice. And just sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you want to sway a little bit back and forth just to feel your pelvic points ground in, a little bit forward and back. And you want to make sure that you're not leaning into whatever chair. So you don't want to be leaning in or leaning forward. You want to just be sitting upright, stacking your shoulders over your hips. And just resting your hands on your lap, taking those nice deep breaths in and out. Relaxing the shoulders, keeping the chin parallel to the floor, and tuning inward. As you close your eyes, you can focus on your third eye, or you can gaze behind your cheekbones. And just slowing everything down. And at this time, I invite you to bring your hands together at heart center to set an intention for your practice. Even during a short practice, it's always nice to set an intention. Even just keeping it, thinking it, feeling the intention. You carry it with you through your practice and take it with you into your lives. And this can be anything that you want to work on, whether it be more mindfulness, acceptance, forgiveness, love, or even just holding space for someone or yourself. You can also have a practice of gratitude, of just being able to sit here and be present. And then gently bringing our hands down to our lap, fluttering our eyes open. We're just going to begin by inhaling and bringing our heels up and bringing them back down, lifting the toes, and then lifting the heels, lifting the toes, and then placing the toes back on the ground. Gently bring your left knee over towards your left shoulder, and then bringing your right knee towards your right shoulder. And then releasing and sitting up nice and tall. We're going to inhale our arms up. Palms come together above our heads, and as we exhale, they come back down to heart center. Inhale, palms rise above our heads as we flip the palms on the exhale and press the walls away. Inhale, palms rise. Exhale, palms come down at the heart center. Inhale, palms rise. Flip the palms, exhale, and press the walls away. From here, inhaling our left arm over our left ear, just having our right arm either supporting us on our chair or just letting it hang out by our sides, and then floating our left arm down, inhaling our right arm up, just stretching that side body and coming back down. And as a reminder, inhale your arms up, exhale, press the walls away. As a reminder to listen to your bodies. If something doesn't feel good, don't press on that feeling, just ease off. Practice with compassion as much as we can, and practicing self-love. All right, so from here, inhaling both arms up. Keep the arms parallel to the ear. Gentle gaze up, and then arms come down on the exhale. Inhale, arms come up. Gaze up, and then exhale, floating the arms back down. And then just from here, just bringing your shoulders up to your ears and rolling them back and letting them just fall. And taking a moment here to warm up our spine. Inhale, as our chest moves forward, shoulders move back in cow pose. And exhale, shoulders move forward, curving the spine like a cat in cat pose. Take an inhale as the heart moves forward, shoulders move back, maybe gaze rises a little bit. And then exhale, shoulders move forward, heart melts inward. And continue this movement back and forth, just warming up the spine, creating space between the vertebra as you constrict and expand the space between the vertebrae, stretching the back muscles and the front side body. So we're doing both right now, is getting into the back side body and front side. And then coming back to center. From here, let's lift our left leg up. You can hold it if that feels good to you, or just gently just raise it up. Inhale, your right arm comes up. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, pull in the navel, holding in that core. And then releasing, right leg goes up, and then left arm goes up. Inhale, lengthen and pull in the navel. And then exhale and release. We're going to repeat that. Inhale, left leg comes up, right arm comes up. Inhale, lengthen through the crown and pull in the navel. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. And then bring that leg and arm down. Inhale, right leg goes up. Left arm goes up. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pull in the navel, and then release both. From here, take your knee up to your left shoulder. So left knee to left shoulder, and releasing that, right knee comes up towards the right shoulder. And releasing that, bringing our hands underneath the left thigh, gently just bringing up the leg and extending it. And then bringing it back and extending. Bringing it back and extending. And then bringing it back and going to the other side. Gently bring that right leg up. Extend the foot out, flexing the foot. And then bringing it back. Extend the right leg out. And then bring it back. And extend the right leg out. And then bring it back, and then release. From here, bring your left arm up and across the body to your right knee, supporting yourself with your right hand on the chair. Take an inhale, going into a twist here and twisting the body over to the left side. And then maybe your gaze goes over your left shoulder. And then slowly unwinding, coming back to center and repeating on the opposite side. Supporting your posture with your left hand on the chair. Inhale, your right arm comes up and above, across the body to the left knee. Take an inhale, lengthen through the crown and pull the navel in. And then gently take that twist over to the left. And then slowly coming back to center. From here, inhaling our arms up. Exhale, releasing, bringing our arms back all the way back to open up the chest, open up the heart. Expanding the heart, and then gently bringing the arms down and shaking it out. From here, bring your hands behind your head, interlacing the fingers just at the base of your head here, pressing your head into your hands. Elbows are nice and wide on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to curl inward. Kind of like cat pose here. Inhale, extend the elbows out. Exhale, bring those elbows in and curve the spine. Inhale, elbows go out. So notice that we are focusing on the core here. As we go in, our navel goes in as our elbows come together. On the exhale, on the inhale, we widen out our elbows, stretching out the front side body. And on the exhale, we curl inward, bringing the navel in towards the spine. Inhale, extending the elbows out. Exhale, bringing the elbows in, curving the spine. One more time. Expand the elbows. Front side body stretches, and exhale, curving the spine, bringing the elbows closer to each other, and then coming back to center and releasing the hands and shaking it out again. Again, bring the left knee over to your left shoulder. Here you can rotate the ankle or point and flex if that feels good, or just let it hang out. And then release. Right knee towards the right shoulder. And again, you can rotate or point and flex the foot. Rotate the ankle as it feels good to you. And then gently releasing. From here, take that left shoulder back. Right shoulder moves forward. And then come back to center as the left shoulder moves back and the right shoulder moves forward. Beautiful. From here, come back to center. Take an inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Let it all go. All right. So getting again into our core here, we're going to hold on to the chair. And we're just going to get into a comfortable position here. We're going to bring our legs. So the comfort level is up to you depending on how your hips feel. With regards to extending your legs forward, you can either bring your legs together or you can just keep them about hip distance apart. So I'm going to bring mine together. And on the inhale, holding on to the chair so you're sitting up nice and tall, we're going to gently bring our legs up. And then exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, pull the navel in, lengthen through the spine as we bring our legs up, and then exhale, bringing the legs back down. Inhale, legs rise, spine is nice and long, pulling in the navel, and exhale, let the legs rest. Inhale, legs rise, pull in the navel, lengthen through the spine, through the crown, and then gently releasing the legs all the way back down. Beautiful. From here, take your left knee up again towards your left shoulder and releasing, and then inhaling, bring that left knee towards the left shoulder and then coming back to center. From here, just widening our stance, and we're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold. So on the inhale, we're going to lengthen through the crown, and on the exhale, we're just going to gently lean forward just to begin. And then as you continue to breathe, just gently folding over and keeping the spine nice and long. Feel your lower back just reach towards the earth. And as you breathe in, lengthen through the crown, bring your gaze just a few feet in front of you. On the next inhale, left arm rises up, follow your palm up, and then bring it back down. Coming back to center. Inhale, right arm comes up, opening up the front side body, and then bringing it back in. Inhale, left arm rises, and then bring it back. And on the inhale, remember to pull in that navel, keep it tucked, and then bring that right arm all the way back. From here, again, lengthen through the crown. Bring the chest forward, shoulders move back. And then gently coming back to seated. All right, so from here, bending that left elbow over the left thigh. Take a scoop with your right arm over your right ear, extending that side body. And then bringing that arm back down and coming back up to center, bending the right elbow and scooping your left arm over the left ear, stretching the left side body. Again, lots of things happening here as your side body is stretching here. You're contracting on this side, so we are focused on the core, and as we do this, it's nice to get that side stretch and then release and coming back to center. We're going to repeat, bending that left arm over the left thigh, scoop that right arm over the right ear, reach through your fingertips, get that stretch in. Always a play of opposites in yoga, and then gently coming back to center, bending that right elbow onto the right thigh. Inhale, scoop that left arm over the left ear. And then coming back to center, heel toeing your feet back together. Just at hip distance apart here. Take an inhale, arms move forward. Follow the palms, reach back. Front body stretch, micro back bend here. And then slowly coming back to center, gently folding forward all the way down. Letting your head go. Letting gravity just lengthen your spine on its own. And then gently placing your hands on your shins. Let your chest rise for a half lift. And then gently coming back to seated, tucking in the elbows, coming all the way back up. From here, arms rise, follow the palms all the way up. Reach back and then gently folding forward slowly. Letting your head come down, loosening up the neck, and then gently for your half lift, palms come to the shins, raising your chest, gaze is just a couple feet in front of you. And then placing the hands on the lap, tucking in the elbows, and coming all the way back to seated. Again, inhaling that left leg back up. And inhale, right arm comes up. Just holding here. Inhale, lengthening and pulling in the navel. And then releasing. Lifting that right leg up. Inhaling the left arm up. Lengthening on the in-breath and pulling in the navel. And as you exhale, the navel pulls in as well. And then releasing. Beautiful. Again, let's place our hands on our knees. Let the shoulders move back on the inhale as the chest moves forward. Tuck in the elbows, cobra. And then coming back to seated. All right, so let's do chair pose. Chair pose is great for the core. So having our feet hip distance apart, we're going to inhale our arms up. And parallel them up to our ears. If you have shoulder tenderness, you could just bring your arms here or in front of you if that feels comfortable. Are much better than holding your arms up. And especially if you have high blood pressure, you don't want to keep your arms up for too long because it does increase the heart rate. So on the inhale, arms are up parallel to the ears if that's available to you. Take an inhale, lengthen through the crown and pull in the navel. And then on the exhale, we're just going to hinge forward slightly. So it's like we're hovering over a chair, but we're sitting on a chair. And then bring your focus to your lower back and just gently feel your lower back pulled towards the floor. Take an inhale, pull the navel in. And then feel your weight shift towards the back of the heels. And then from here, coming back to seated, releasing your arms and shaking it out. All right, so from here, let's extend our arms out. Bring that left arm across the chest and just gently opening up the backs of the shoulder, the back of the shoulder, and then extending back out and bringing that right arm across the chest with the help of the left, just below the elbow or above the elbow, with the left hand, and just bringing that towards you, and then expanding out, and then lowering our arms, and then just shaking it out. All right, so from here, let's inhale, arms come up, exhale, let them go, and again, just shaking it out. All right, so let's stand just for a moment and let's get into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. As we extend, we're behind our chair, taking a few steps back. Again, this is also part of the core. Extend your arms forward, hips reach back, softening the knees, toes are pointing forward, heels behind the toes, stretching the arms forward, bringing those arms, making sure that the arms and your shoulders are working together as you extend your arms forward, but keep the shoulders in their sockets. And then if you're not able to, if it's not available to you with regards to bringing your arms just parallel to the ears, it's totally okay to do downward facing dog this way. We're just extending the arms, holding to the back of the chair, and then it's just extending the hips back. Take an inhale, bring the navel in towards the back of the spine, again focused on the core, keeping it tucked, and then gently coming back up to standing. From here, inhaling the arms up, exhale, release the hands, bring them behind you, interlace the fingers, open up the heart. Shoulders move back as your wrists move towards your heels. And just keeping the chin parallel to the floor. Inhaling, pulling in the navel. And then maybe you can take that gaze up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And then gently coming back to standing and releasing your arms, your hands, and shaking it out. From here, we're again going to extend our legs out, wider stance here. Take a few steps back, just extending the legs out. And from here, we're going to do something similar as extending the left arm out as your chest opens up, reaching back. Again, pulling in that navel and then bringing that arm back. Inhale, left arm comes up, opening up the chest. Again, working on that core as you tuck in the navel and bringing it back in. From here, extend your arms forward, bring your shoulders back, and then gently bend your elbows, tucking them in, folding forward. And then gently extending the arms back. Again, left arm goes up, opening up the chest, bringing it back down. Inhale, right arm comes up, opening up the chest on the other side, and floating that arm down on the exhale. Again, extending the arms out from the back of the chair, bring the shoulders back, and then gently bending the elbows, hinging forward in your forward fold. Again, take a nice inhale and pull in the navel. And then gently extend your arms back and then heel toe your feet back in. Again, having your feet hip distance apart, take a few steps back, going back into downward facing dog. Extending the arms forward, keeping the shoulders in their sockets. Hips shift back, knees are softened, and then gently walking back up behind the chair. So from here, adding in a balancing pose, and that definitely involves the core as your core stabilizes your balance. All right, so we're going to take a step back with our left, just a comfortable step back. back. We're going to shift our weight over to our right. And as we shift our weight, we're going to begin to lift that left leg up. And then we're gently going to begin to hinge forward, bending your elbows, keeping them tucked close to the body. And then from here, maybe you want to extend one arm or both. And then gently bringing the arms back and coming back to standing. All right. Take an inhale in and out. Let it go. Going to the other side. Stepping back with the right foot. Right leg steps back. Comfortable stance. We're going to shift our weight to our left leg. As we do that, our right leg is going to rise. And then we're going to hinge forward, making sure that our navel is tucked towards the back of the spine, tucking in the elbows, hinging forward. And then from here, testing your balance, reaching out with one arm, maybe reach out with two. And then gently coming back, placing your hands on the back of the chair, or if your hands are already on the back of the chair, just coming back to standing. Take an inhale in and out and let that go. All right, so from here, let's do a forward fold as we stand behind our chair. Take an inhale up with your arms, exhale, hinging forward, placing our hands on the base of the chair here. From here, lift the chest, bring the shoulders back, making sure that you're still tucking in that navel on the in-breath and out-breath. And then from here, placing your hands on the back of the chair, coming back to standing, take an inhale, bring the heels up. And from here, lift the chest, pull in the navel, and begin to hinge at the ankles, bending the knees. Again, keeping that core tucked. Lift the chest, shoulders move back, tuck the elbows in, another balancing pose here in toe stand, and then gently coming back up, and then taking those heels back down to the floor, grounding the feet in. We're going to repeat that. Inhale, heels come up, holding on to the back of the chair, and as you exhale, hinging at the ankles, bending the knees, pressing the heels forward as you come onto your toes. Just going as low as it feels comfortable to you. Inhale, lift the chest. You want a nice long spine. And then gently coming back up all the way to standing. And then placing your heels back down. Mountain pose. Feel your feet ground in. Take a moment here just of stillness to scan your body. I welcome you to close your eyes. If your body feels like swaying, just to feel how your feet make contact to the floor, it's totally okay to do that. Sometimes swaying forward, just feeling those contact points make contact. Shoulders move back, wrists move towards the earth. Feel your glutes move towards your heels. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, lift the heart. And then from here, inhale, arms come up. Follow your palms with your eyes and reach back. And then from here, palms come together, bringing them back down to heart center. All right, let's go back to seated. All right, so as we sit down, grounding in our pelvic points, take an inhale in and out, and let your shoulders drop. You just did a lot of work on your core today. And taking a moment to close your eyes. Or soften your gaze. And bringing your awareness to your navel as you inhale and lengthen through the crown, pulling in the navel. Just contracting those muscles, dropping the shoulders. And then relaxing the body, placing your hands on your lap. Any preference, any way you prefer, palms down to ground, palms up to receive, or in a Gyan Mudra with the index fingers and thumbs touching. I'm just going to place my palms on my lap, face down to ground. And taking a moment here to go inward. And thanking your body for allowing this practice. And thanking yourself for taking a moment for self-care, taking a moment just to yourself. Going back to the natural rhythm of your breath and dropping the shoulders, getting comfortable in your chair. And let your thighs just melt into the chair as your feet are nice and grounded, relaxed. Take a moment to scan your body and just notice. What is your body saying to you? Maybe you feel a little tension somewhere. Maybe you don't. If you do, take an inhale in and breathe into that area. Take a moment to just relax the shoulders. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. And just relaxing the jaw, softening the eyes and letting the eyes sink into their sockets. Softening the brows. Bringing you into a full deep body relaxation in your Shavasana. Absorbing all of the benefits of the practice today, your practice. And bringing that peace in and just letting go of anything that no longer serves. Releasing. Relaxing. And slowly bringing back the awareness, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and keeping your eyes closed or gaze softened. Join me with our hands close to your heart, in front of our hearts as the thumbs touch the sternum. Sitting up nice and tall, I invite you to join me to bring your prayer hands up to your third eye as a reminder to think kind thoughts. Prayer hands in front of our lips as a reminder to speak kind words. And back down to our hearts as a reminder to live life full of love and joy. Thank you for letting me guide your practice today. I'm honored to be here to bring you some peace and calm as I bow to you in gratitude. Thank you all today for joining. Have a wonderful rest of the day.